Hello and a very good evening to you from our Tampines Hub for football from match week 1 of the 2023 Singapore Premier League season, presented by AIA. It's a cool and very wet evening here on the east side of Singapore, where Geylang International will welcome the challenge of the visiting Young Lions. Now, this game rounds off the action we've had in match week 1 so far, even though both sides involved tonight have already kicked off their respective league campaigns, with Geylang International picking up a point against their Eastern Derby rivals Tampines Rovers in a 1-1 draw. Young Lions, on the other hand, suffered a 3-0 defeat away to the defending champions Albirex Niigata. Elsewhere, the Lion City Sailors beat Tanjung Pagar United by 3-1 in last Friday's match at Bishan Stadium, while Hougang United also got their season off to a winning start with a 3-2 win away to Balestier Khalsa, and that win for Hougang sees them in third spot. Very early days in the league. Albirex Niigata and Lion City Sailors lead
going into this game.
And also, Coach, what do you think will be the key here for you today in getting your result, first win of the season for Geylang?
I mean, it's, again, I'll say this, is hard work. I don't think the first round is going to be any easy team. You know, I think everyone is quite even at this point of time. You know, everyone is trying to organize and get the points, you know, moving into the first round. So I think it's going to be tough. It's not going to be any easy game in the first round. For me, is put in the hard work, put in the same commitment that they have put against Tampines. You know, don't be complacent, because like I say, there's no easy team to play in the first round. You know, it's going to be quite even. So if we put in the same effort, I think we will get the results. Yeah.
And Coach, lastly, plenty has been said regarding how thin your squad is. But any changes for your starting 11 for this clash against?
I mean, like how you say lah, you know, it's very thin squad. But the only thing is we're going to start the same team that we play against Tampines, and hopefully you'll see a bit of Shafiq Ghani in the game, later part of the game, you know, because he just cleared his yo-yo test today. So for me, no much changes, and hopefully, you know, we'll get the 3 points tonight.
Yes, we only had 2 days to prepare for this game. It's all about recovery. Had a short tactical session yesterday. Well, we like to see the boys come here and give their all. Like I said, you know, it's very important that our boys play to our identity. Yeah, as fast as possible, we want to give Geylang a good fight today.
And Young Lions earned the most points from Geylang last season. Is that something that helps you and the team confidence going into this match?
Well, you know, with regards to Young Lions, every season we have a more or less changed team, and so yeah, this year we have plenty of young players as well. So yeah, whatever happened last season actually will not affect what's going on today.
Coach, how do you see the Young Lions lining up today for this match?
Yeah, Jordan's not feeling well, so he's not going to be playing today. Khan Kobayashi is not available as well, but we do have Raul Suhaimi back in. You know, as with Young Lions, we have a big squad, and so it's a good opportunity for the other players to get a run out today. Yeah.
Always interesting to get the thoughts of the head coaches ahead of kickoff, and a couple of things stuck out there for Geylang. Shafiq Ghani, who has just joined the club. A few talks with him in the off-season. He has just, as you heard from Noali, passed his yo-yo test and has been registered with the side. Joined the club from Hougang United. Certainly had his experience and his quality to what is quite a youthful Geylang international squad for this season, and quite a thin one as well. For the Young Lions, Philip Wow mentioned identity. It's going to be interesting to see how much of that identity they are able to stick to in these conditions. You know, playing surface is actually drained out pretty well from what it was earlier. Very heavy rain, lots of patches of water all around the pitch, but that has cleared up nicely. There's your team of officials on the pitch. Match referee Clarence Liao Hongwei, assisted by Abdul Hanan and Lim Si Seng. Fourth official Muhammad Zulfikar Mustafa. And they will be assisted by the video match officials, the VAR, Ahmad Akasha, his assistant, Andy Tan. We're watching on, reviewing incidents in the background. Here's a look at the starting 11 for Geylang International. Noali has not made any changes to the side that went out and got that point against Tampines Rovers. He's pretty happy with what he's seen from his side in terms of the performance in that game. Not too many options, as you can see, on the bench. Lots of young players in there. And that's why the addition of Shafiq Ghani will certainly help them as the season progresses. Keep a lookout for the likes of Vincent Bezecourt. Expecting him to continue on his goal-scoring form in recent times. You think back to last season, how important he was for them, especially in the second half of the campaign. Already gotten off the season to a good start with his early finish in that match against Tampines. Yushi Yamaya gets another opportunity to impress. The Young Lions, meanwhile, have made 4 changes from their last game against Albirex Niigata. Raul Suhaimi coming into the side to replace Daniel Crichton. Jarrett Gallagher replaces Harris Stewart. Iman Hakim comes in for Jonani Maviwe. And Elijah Lim replaces Fairuz Fazli. 3 former Geylang international players in the starting 11 for the Young Lions this evening. Harith Kanadi, Elijah, as you mentioned, and Ilhan Noor. Ilhan not just coming up against his former club, but coming up against his father, Noor Ali, who coaches Geylang International. No real natural striker for the Young Lions. Iman Hakim and Amir Shafi is expected to lead the line for them. Amir Shafi with plenty of pace in those forward areas. Quite a mobile option for them up front. They are missing Jonani Maviwe, as mentioned, out through illness. Someone who came through as a central defender, but they've been working with him as a centre forward. Big physical presence up front. That'll be missing this evening against Geylang. And a decent start to their campaign with that 1-0 draw against Tampines. A point against tough opposition. A fixture that going into it hadn't actually won in their last 6. And we can stretch that out to 7 now. And they got off to a great start. Vincent Bezecourt scoring inside the first 2 minutes of that match. It was played at a fast tempo before Tampines Rovers were then able to get into their own rhythm, start creating chances of their own. Faris Ramli then equalizing for the Stags about 15 minutes into the game. The pace of the match then slowed quite a bit in the second half. Neither side really posing too much of a serious threat to the other. Geylang, though, they perhaps play the better football in the second half of that one. 1-0 draw, probably a fair result on the balance of how that match went. So here they are looking for their first 3 points of the season. They should be going into this game as the favourites. Get it against the Young Lions side, who struggle in their first game of the campaign. As we get underway here. Geylang International going from left to right on your screens. Playing in their green and white home kits. The Young Lions going from right to left in the all black. There's Iqbal. Back to Huzaifa. One in the air by Joshua. Joshua Pereira heads it back on. There's not a foul. First shot of the game spilled by the goalkeeper. Tricky conditions for both goalkeepers. Hafiz Ahmad for Geylang International and Aizil Yazid there. I was encouraging your players in these conditions. If you're a coach, take shots at goal, keep them low, try and get them skip off the surface if you can, and for players to follow up then on those efforts, as Yamaya almost did. Good touch to take it down. I'll be grateful that Raul Suhaimi was there to make the clearance. Early pressure from the home side. If you want a free kick in a decent position, a couple of very adept free kick takers here, Vincent Bezecourt and Tezuka. The right-footed option and the left one as well. It gives the opposition goalkeeper something to think about in terms of the angles and how he adjusts his wall. I do have pretty decent height in that wall. Kobayashi coming in from Albirex Niigata to strengthen the side, strengthen that back line. Here's Bezecourt. It's too much underneath it. A player who took some time to get going last season for Geylang, as he got adjusted to the style of play in the SPL. And someone with good pedigree, good quality, as he showed in the second half, especially in the second half of the season, contributing goals and assists. Important player for Geylang to retain from last season's squad, along with the likes of Tezuka and Ryo Sakuma. Players who showed incredible consistency, playing every minute of the league campaign. Hafiz Ahmad is forced into a clearance forward up to midfield. Geylang win the second ball. Yamaya has the run off now, foul. Flag has stayed down for the moment, and eventually does go up for offside. A delay with the flags for offside. An instruction given to the assistant referees just to allow the phase of play to continue. And always bring it back if they need to. If it does end in a goal, allows the VAR to get involved, allows them to get a check in. That's Akil Yazid back to his brother, Aizil Yazid. Akil joining from Barisa Khalsa, who spent last season. Aizil, meanwhile, was with Hougang United. He's also spent some time at Albrechts Niigata, a very talented young goalkeeper. Played 6 matches in the SPL, Aizil Yazid, for Hougang last season. One of the former Geylang international players, Elijah Lim, currently playing for the Young Lions. Akil stepping in, goes back to Aizil. No real options, played out short. He's giving it back to Geylang. As Hafiz gets closed down quickly. As Amir Shafiz, and the pace that he has up front for them. He's high energy, Amir Shafiz. Throw it for his side. Here's Amir. Gets it from Harit. Just overhit the back heel into Elijah Lim. Looks to be playing in behind Amir Shafiz. There's a setup as they try and go with a high block here to discourage Geylang from playing it short out the back. Been discouraged enough. Goalkeeper Hafiz just decides he's going to send it long. Bezekol. Naufal gives it away. Tezuka picks it up. Bezekol leaves it for Naufal. Raul Sahaimi with a strange clearance. It's a poor one. They're almost punished there. As Iqbal takes a shot on his right foot, goes just wide of goal. Well, Raul Suhaimi having to tuck in just to provide cover for Akil Yazid. A sloppy clearance. Gives it straight to Iqbal. Started the last game against Tampines Rovers, making it back into the SPL after a season out of the game. Playing on the left-hand side for them, and actually a very encouraging outing against the Stags. Here's Harit Kanadi. Inside onto his right foot. Oh, that's a lovely finish from Harit Kanadi. The left-footed Harit Kanali, showing that he can be a threat. On his right as well, Elijah Lim plays a lovely defense-splitting pass. Just bends it around that Geylang defense into the path of Harit Kanali. It's taken a deflection, it looks like, of Rio Sakuma. But still, good bit of skill from Harit here. That step over. Well, he'll say he was trying to go for the top corner anyway. Now gets his reward for that effort, Harit Kanali. His first goal of the season. The first goal of the season for the Young Lions. Now check underway. As is usually the case. Just have a look at if there was anything in the build-up, or if Harit was potentially in an offside position as he received the first pass from Elijah Lim. Oh, these tense moments now with VAR, where if you're a Geylang player, you're just hoping they pick out something in the review. What's it feeling if you're with the Young Lions? You can see quite clearly the rain coming down heavily again. And the goal has been awarded. No issue with that. The Young Lions have got their early lead. A little bit of luck that they need. Quick ball over the top on the transition. Here's Amir Shafiz. Through the legs of Sakuma. But Akmal was there on the cover. Well, they found it tough against the defending champions Albrechts Niigata. Their opening match of the campaign, the Young Lions. New coach at the helm in Felipe O is back in charge once again, having replaced Nazri Nasir in the off-season. Same difficulties persisted, even with Jun Kobayashi in the lineup against his former club. They were quite comfortably beaten 3-0 on the road. Certainly taken this match as the opportunity to bounce back from that result. Searching for their first points of the season. Gotten off to a great start here. Looking sharp in possession. There is Ilhan Noor. To clip it out to Andrew Au. It's Rahul Suhaimi with the shot in the end. I thought some flexibility with the fullbacks there, Ilhan Noor and Rahul Suhaimi. Both players quite comfortable playing on either side of that back line. And filling in those wing-back roles as well if they decide just to go to a back three at any point this season. A couple of players in there who give them that flexibility to do that. Was Andrew Au just running into a few green shirts. Visibility not the best right now at our Tampines Hub. Here's Sakuma. Just looking for the big switch. Rahul Suhaimi's there. Under pressure from Iqbal, gets it away. Oh, Zamirul Adli. Tough conditions for these players, tricky conditions for them out up on that pitch. Expect a few errors to creep into their game. Already seeing some loose passes. Lots of a turnover in possession. Turn of the Young Lions to give it away. That's Jared Gallagher captaining the side. Actually had some time to turn the ball there, Iman Hakim. Was with Tampines Rovers last season, Iman. Akmal. Sends it to Amirul. Goes out wide to Huzaifa. Again, just occupying a starting position at left back. Saw that game against Tampines Rovers. He started on the left-hand side of that back four, but in possession, moved in field, just so that Geylang could have a few more numbers and more control in those central areas to match up to what Tampines Rovers were looking to do in the middle of the park. Quite exposed though on the defensive side of things down that area of the pitch, especially on the transition. And in this one so far against the Young Lions, it does look like Huzaifa is sticking to a more traditional left fullback role. It doesn't seem to be drifting in field too much. That's Tezuka. Kobayashi's there. Oh, it's fascinating to hear from Noor Ali talk about the Young Lions as Geylang's bogey side from last season. Young Lions were able to pick up a win and a draw against Geylang last year. Well, they only had 2 wins and 2 draws in last season's campaign. Actually, their first win of last season's campaign was against Geylang, winning 4-1 on the 16th of April. Samrul Ali gets taken down. Free kick taken quickly. Here's Yamaya. Goes on the outside. Crosses too close to Aizil. Couldn't quite gather. Kobayashi was there with the clearance. Strong defending by Rio Sakuma. He's wearing the number 9 on the back of his jersey. Apparently, as a tribute to Sime Zozul. Iqbal with the cross. Here's Yamaya. To cut onto his favorite left foot. Didn't have too much of an impact against Tampines. Yamaya. Here he is again. Now foul. It's getting crowded out. Comes back out to Naufal. Well, it's forced to save from Aizil. Corner awarded to Geylang International. Again, those are the mistakes that I'm talking about on this pitch in these conditions. You've got to be ready to take advantage of that. Naufal almost did. Spezukot with the in-swinger. That was headed away by Akil Yazid. Pereira there to clean up. Hafiz just helping it along. Aizil just not really taking any chances there. Putting it out for a throw to the home side. Pereira. It's good defending by Kobayashi. Reading the play, stepping in ahead of Naufal. The players are going to have to adjust and adapt to these conditions now. Amir Shafiz. Time on the ball. Doesn't play the best of passes out wide. It's fallen to Elijah, who has a go from range. Straight down the middle. Routine save for Hafiz Ahmad. No one really close enough for any sort of possible follow-up on the rebound as well. Yamaya to Bezukot. The first touch. Take it past Raul Suhaimi. He's looking for the referee to produce a card here, Bezakor. There might be an argument for that there. His first touch, take it past Raul Suhaimi. And he'll be saying to the referee that he would have been in behind. Look to charge towards the byline. If he decides that talking to is sufficient. Just a free kick for Geylang, which will be taken by Tezuka. It's hit away from the penalty area by Ilhan Noor. Once again, neat turn by Bezakor. Zilhan for company. Shrugs off the challenge, finds Yamaya. Yushi Yamaya through the legs. Goes past another challenge. Angle was against him. One of the best of finishers from Yushi Yamaya, but this is more like it from a player who was brought up in the Yokohama Marinos academy system. You expect him to be technically proficient, gets a bit of space to work with. I'll be wanting to see more of that from him. Just 22 years of age. A long way to go in his football career. There's Iman. A poor pass. It's intercepted by Akmal. Andrew Au is going down under pressure. Jun Kobayashi. Not exactly the kind of conditions you want to be dribbling the ball in. Brought it back for a free kick. It did look for the moment like perhaps the referee was trying to play the advantage. Didn't really see anything come out of it. Amir. And inside to Iman. Gets enough on his pass to find Raul Suhaimi. Amir was there to get the ball ahead of Andrew Au. Bezakor gives it away. It's Harit. Amir. And Puddle just stopping the momentum. The Young Lions attack for the moment. Another one here. Strong challenge was put in by Akmal on Iman. Is Iqbal. Looks for the early pass forward. Has a runner in the form of Naufal. Geylang International couldn't find a way to win in both their first two matches of last season's campaign against the Young Lions. Though they then collected 2 consecutive wins, scoring 5 goals and picking up 2 clean sheets from their last 2 league fixtures against them. It's a record they will want to turn around. Pereira. Iman's there. Just to flick the header on. Bezico gets to the ball first. A couple of players taken down. A referee has pointed to the spot. It was a case of match referee Clarence Liao being able to take his pick, really. There might have been a foul initially on Bezico. Decided to play the advantage. There was certainly a foul on Yushi Yamaya. Might have been a penalty there. But I think it was the second one that he actually decided to award the penalty. There was certainly contact there. Gallagher, the offending party. It is going to be Yushi Yamaya stepping up to take this one. Could be his first goal in Singapore football. That's a check ongoing in the background. Check is complete. Decision to award the penalty stands. Here's Yushi Yamaya up against Aizil Yassin, and he beats him comfortably. Yushi Yamaya with his first goal for Geylang International. His first goal in the Singapore Premier League. And his first goal in the professional game since the 13th of June 2021. He scored in day 3 for Kagoshima United. And here he is, the green and white of Geylang International. Off the mark for the season. On the back level, Geylang International. Gallagher immediately under pressure from Joshua Pereira. Ilhan Noor getting closed down by Yamaya. And the last win for Geylang came on the 14th of October last year. 4-2 victory over Pelsa Khalsa. Goals from Sime Zuzul, Ilhan Noor. Tajali Salamat scored twice in that game. All those players no longer at the club. Sime Zuzul moving over to play in Uzbekistan for Lokomotiv Tashkent. Ilhan Noor with the Young Lions. Tajali Salamat has gone to Tanjung Pagar United. And the Eagles are actually without a win in the last 5 games in all competitions. Going back to last year's campaign, of course, it was a poor Singapore Cup for them where they lost all 3 group games. The cross was fired in, and Aizil having to deal with it at near post. So it's gone up for a corner. Tezuka. That's punched away by Aizil. Picked up by Bezico. Exchanges passes with Yamaya. Shot is charged down by Akil. Has been put away by Naufal. It's an interesting one here because the free kick is actually going to go the way of the Young Lions, and I'm not sure if Naufal actually did too much wrong there. You have a look at Aizil here. I think he's just been given an opportunity by the referee. He's been let off. I don't think Naufal actually did anything wrong. He's not allowed to obviously block the distribution of the goalkeeper, but he's not made any real attempt to block it, has he? He's just made a step in that direction. Aizil's changed his mind about delivering it, dropped the ball, picked it up again. Anyway, official obviously deciding that he was impeded there. Aizil. It's actually a good diagonal pass from Amir Shafiz onto Andrew Au, just couldn't quite get it under control. Strong header by Kobayashi. It's picked up by Amir. It's been everywhere. In attack for them now, dropping off into midfield. Lovely touch from Yamaya. Bezuko on his right foot, looking for Naufal. Iman finds Amir. That pass forward. Harit. Unable to just squeeze it back into Amir Shafiz. It was closed down quickly by Akmal. Amir again looks for the ball out wide to Andrew Au. It's the underlapping run from Raul Suhaimi. Lovely take. It's followed to Amir Shafiz. An encouraging display by Amir Shafiz. Gotta mention his pace and his energy of willing runner. He was the player who started off that move, switching it from left to right and then popping up in the box unmarked. Get on the end of this. Perhaps should have done better with his finish. He wasn't under any sort of pressure. Just rushed it. He's been lively up front for the Young Lions. He's always going to win those, isn't he, Jun Kobayashi? Getting first to the ball in the air. Yamaya. Good challenge by Ilhan. Yamaya's just stayed down for the moment. And Ilhan compromising with his tackle there. Took all of the ball and some of the player. It's a good challenge, really good challenge by Ilhan Norwan. His father on the opposite bench will be pretty proud of, especially now that Yushi Yamaya seems to be okay, just hobbling a little bit. It should be all right. We'll try and run it off. Though if he does have to come off, then perhaps those feelings of pride will dissipate a little bit. Huzaifa. Tezuka. Space ahead of him. Push into, decides to send it out to Yamaya. He's going to run it, Ilhan again. Makes a mistake this time, Yamaya, and that gives Ilhan the opportunity to step in. On by Harit. Gallagher. Heavy touch from Amir allows Sakuma just to win possession back. Joshua Pereira. There's Yamaya. Again looking like a threat. And every time he's got space to Run into the area. This right-hand side, Kobayashi, too strong once more for Naufal. Anyway, will do for Harith Kanadi, just trying to clear their lines here. Young Lions under pressure from the home side. Bezakor drops deep. Quick swivel and turn. Gets it back from Yamaya. Space for Bezakor. Decided against the shot. Went out wide to Iqbal. It's not blessed with great pace, Iqbal. He'll say that pass from Bezakor was a little bit overhit. It wasn't a bad idea to try to play into the space ahead of Iqbal so that he could actually run onto it. He might just have misjudged the intention behind that pass. Iqbal caught on his heels. Elijah gives it away. Oh, he's done well to win it back. The help of his teammates is Gallagher. Sends the ball forward. Here's Harith Kanadi. Gets support in the area. An important touch from Hafiz Ahmad. Take it away from the run of Amir Shafiz. The flag had gone up for offside. It would have been for Harith Kanadi. Here come the home side again. Bezakor this time. He'll pass into the feet of Iqbal. And then goes for the return ball into Bezakor. It's well defended by the Young Lions. Striking that run of Bezakor, forcing him backwards. Can't build again though. Tezuka drills the diagonal out to Yamaya. Easily past Ilhan Noor. Doesn't find the right pass though. That final ball missing from Yamaya. The approach play very encouraging. Comfortably beating his man. Just getting words of encouragement from the bench, Yushi Yamaya. Akmal. That's Naufal. Pereira switches the angle of attack. Has to go backwards. But Iqbal gets support from Huzaifa. First time really seen him drift into more of a central role. Sakuma. Rio Sakuma was excellent in defense for Geylang International last season. Strong individually and very good at organizing things in that back line. Yamaya floats the ball that almost meets the run of Bezakor. A nice idea here from Yushi Yamaya. He's given lots of time and space in possession. You can see Ilhan Noor dropping off. More concerned with the run that was being made in behind him, trying to protect the space in behind. And that gave Yamaya the opportunity to look for Bezakor in the area. It's a nice idea. Amirul Adli. Sakuma. Just being patient in possession here, Geylang. Tezuka. Out to Yamaya again with acres of space to run in. Cuts inside, unleashes a shot. Could have been tricky for Aizil. Bounced just in front of him. Did well to gather. Young goalkeeper in the end. I've got to find a way of getting out to him a little bit quicker, the Young Lions. because he's always holding his width on this right-hand side. And Geylang, what they're doing with the ball here, looking to work it on one side of the pitch, drag the young lions across, and then look for that switch out to Yamaya. That has all that space to work with. He really looks a threat. But perhaps could have done better with that effort at goal in terms of trying to hit the corners. Raul Suhaimi takes the throw in. Lovely touch from Gallagher into Amir Shafiz. Clever first time pass by Gallagher into Amir. He wins the corner. Hurrit with the delivery. It's a deep one. Joshua Pereira was there with the first header. Elijah helping it back into the box. It's only half cleared by Amirul. Elijah Lim. A bit of skill, a bit of trickery. Can't find another black shirt. Iqbal's giving it away. Here's Harit Kanadi. Decided to finish off the move with a shot at goal. Few encouraging moments for the young Lions. Geylang International have had more of the possession. The young Lions at times have been threatening Geylang's goal. Sakuma. It's picked up by Iman. Amirul. Taken down well by Akmal. He's given it straight back to the opposition. Here's Harit. Chipped into the box. Andrew Au looking to meet it at the back post, but Amirul is there to meet the cross ahead of him. Take the contact. It was always going to be a free kick for Geylang. One of the best defences in the league last season, Geylang International. Conceded just 3 more goals than Elbrecht Negata. Third best defence in the league in terms of goals conceded. 9 clean sheets. In that regard, top of the league. Already been breached once and very early on. To be breached again. Sakuma's there with the sliding clearance. Attack breaks down. There's another free kick is awarded to the home side. Bezakor. Saifa wins the throw. Here's Joshua Pereira. Yamaya. Goes past Harit, goes past Iman like they're not even there. Here's Yamaya again. Now foul. Really hard working forward now, foul. Farazman. It's been very useful in terms of how he's helped them in those attacking phases with the build-up. Dropping off that defensive line to try and link the play. There he was, pressing and harrying. Taking it off Gallagher. I think Elijah's just been given a yellow card for his complaints. Must have been something he said to the referee. Bezikot clipped in towards the back post. Sakuma. Shot eventually coming in from Amirul Adli. Nice idea from the set piece. Out wide before being played back into the middle for Iqbal. Just had too many Young Lions defenders around him. The penalty spot. Wanted to hit it first time, but Amir Shafiz was there. It's good alert defending by Amir Shafiz. He's taking a knock for his troubles. He should be okay to continue. He's had a very good first half for the Young Lions. A few instructions being given here by Felipe Ao. Elijah Lim. Hearing that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. As Iqbal gives it away to Kobayashi. Confirmation of that minimum of 2 minutes will be added on. Pereira whacks one out to the left-hand side for Iqbal. Get under control. Another big diagonal, this time from Amirul. Just looking for Akmal, who's bombing forward down the right. Those diagonal passes, very much something we've seen from Geylang International this evening. Big switches of play. They isolate the opposition fullbacks and use the quality that they have in the wide areas. The ball just slipping out the hands of Ilhan Noor. Sakuma. Gets it back from Akmal. Amir Shafiz is not giving up the chase. Needs Andrew Ao to follow up on that. As they go out to Huzaifa. That's a poor clearance from Hafiz Ahmad. And that's good pressing from the Young Lions late on in this half. Here's Raul Suhaimi. Gets it back, has the shot. That's pushed away, out for a corner. Might still be enough time for the Young Lions to take this. And give and go. Exchanges passes with Elijah Lim. Only one thing on his mind as he came back into his run. Is to have that shot at goal. Giving Hafiz Ahmad something to do. All started with Hafiz Ahmad giving the ball away with that poor clearance. make Geylang pay here. No, they can't. Iqbal is there, the first man. They head it clear. And that will be it for this first half. At our Tampines Hub, Harit Kanali opening the scoring for the Young Lions in the 7th minute. His first goal of the season, and the first goal of the season for the away side. It's neat work and step over, opening up that space for the shot on his right foot, which took a bit of a deflection of Rio Sakuma. Ended up in the back of the net. It'll take some time for Geylang International to find a response. But that's exactly what they did. Yushi Amaya getting his first goal for his new club to level the score. So at halftime here at our Tampines Hub, it's Geylang International 1, Young Lions 1. We'll go away for a quick break and we'll be back with highlights from the first 45. Welcome back to our Tampines Hub, where the score is actually Geylang International 1, Young Lions 1. Half time here. Let's have a look at some of the numbers, or not. We'll go straight to the highlights instead. Iqbal with the opportunity for Geylang International. 7 minutes in. Poor clearance from Raul Suhaimi, falling straight to the feet of Iqbal. As we saw in that game against Tampines Rovers, he's not afraid to cut inside and have a shot with his right foot, which also forced a save from Shazwan on that occasion. This time he just went wide of goal. He's going to try to hit it towards that far post. Straight down the other end, the Young Lions would go. Harit Kanadi with this effort, taking a deflection of Rio Sakuma and making its way past Hafiz Ahmad in goal for Geylang International. A lovely ball this one is from Elijah. Right into the run of Harit Kanadi. There's still plenty to do, and he does it so well with that step over, taking it past Akmal. Perhaps we'll feel he should have done better in that one-on-one situation. Gives Harit Kanadi the opportunity to cut inside, and even though it's not his favorite left foot, he still finds a way to score the first goal for himself of the season and for the Young Lions in this year's campaign. Yushi Yamaya, who was a big threat for Geylang International down the right-hand side of the pitch. Lovely bit of skill through the legs of Iman Hakim, and then shifting it away from Harit Kanadi. Not the best of efforts in the end, but he was a real threat for Geylang International. And then this penalty incident here as Yushi Yamaya gets taken down by Gallagher. Actually, a couple of situations there where the referee could perhaps have taken his pick as to which infringement he would have liked to have whistled for. The first one potentially with Bezecourt here coming together with Gallagher could have been a penalty. That one wasn't. The second one certainly was there. You just have a look at the contact that's made here as Yamaya takes it past. That right boot of Gallagher is stuck out there and makes contact with Yushi Yamaya. Penalty rightly awarded. And Yamaya stepping up to put it away past Aizil Yazid from the spot. Make it 1-1 for Geylang International, a 22-year-old Japanese player who's come in from Yokohama F. Marinos, getting his first goal for his new club and his first goal in Singapore football. And then just 3 minutes later, an interesting incident here that happened as goalkeeper Aizil Yazid just seemed to have been distracted by Naufal's movement towards him. The ball did end up in the back of the net, but the thing here is the referee's whistle going very early, going well before the ball ends up in the back of the net. So once the referee's whistle actually goes there, VAR cannot get involved in the action, in the review. So there's no VAR review for that. From the referee's point of view anyway, he might have said that his sight of it was that Naufal had made a movement to try and block off the distribution of Aizil. Anyway, the referee's whistle takes VAR out of the equation in that situation. Final opportunity of the first half. Raul Suhaimi with the effort here, forcing a save from Hafiz Ahmad. It was a pretty entertaining first half. Decent chances for both these sides. Opportunities for Geylang International and the Young Lions. Look at the numbers then. 10 shots for Geylang, 7 for the Young Lions. That's the 4 on target for the home side, 3 for the away team. It's been nice and competitive. I expect more of that in the second half. We've got that coming right up after this quick break. of second 45 minutes here between Geylang International and Young Lions. It's 1-1 at the moment. Looking for lots more goal-mouth action and a few more goals. As Harit Kanadi got us underway with his effort. 7 minutes in. Right-footed shot that took a deflection of Rio Sakuma. Ended up in the far corner of the net. Geylang International would then respond with an equalizer. Yushi Yamaya from the penalty spot, scoring his first goal for his new club. After he was involved in winning the penalty, taking the contact from Jarrett Gallagher. A change at half-time then for the Young Lions. Haris Stewart is about to make an appearance. He's going to be coming on for Iman Hakim, who wasn't very effective in that first half. I understand why the change is being made. Haris Stewart will just sit in that midfield alongside Jarrett Gallagher. Elijah Lim has been the one who has pushed forward more to link up with Amir Shafiz, who has been very lively up front for the Young Lions. Naufal Azman, the number 7 for Geylang International, making his way onto the pitch now. He's been pretty sharp up front as well. And has been played into his feet, has worked very hard. They've had a lot more of the possession, Geylang. The Young Lions have been a threat and have caused a few issues of their own, especially with the pace they have going forward. Been a lot more effective on the left with Harit Kanadi. Linking up with the likes of Amir Shafiz. Andrew Au still looking to try and get a bit of joy down the right-hand side. The Young Lions have 45 minutes to look for their first win since the 7th of August last year. It was a 4-2 victory over Tanjung Pagar at Jalan Besar Stadium. They're actually on a run of 15 games without a win in all competitions, going back to last year. And they actually haven't won an away game since the 10th of October 2021. It was a 3-1 win over Hougang United. Haris Stewart actually scored on that occasion, along with goals from Shah Shahiran and Zamani Zamri. Felipe Au was the coach of the Young Lions back then as well. And 17 matches in all competitions for the Young Lions without a win on their travels. 16 defeats in that time. And the only point in that run coming in a 2-2 draw away to Geylang last year. Quite a bit of travel sickness for the Young Lions. And they find a cure in the second half of this one. A confirmation of that change. Haris Stewart in for Iman Hakim. Just moments away from kickoff. And away we go. It's the Young Lions getting us underway this second half. Going from left to right on your screens. Aizil. Pass into his brother Akil. It's headed by Amirullah Adli. Sakuma. Iqbal. Looks like Yamaya has just gone down in the middle of the pitch. It was a strong challenge that was put in on him by Ilhan Noor in the first half. A clean tackle by Ilhan Noor. Got the ball, but also got a bit of the player. This looks like he might be struggling a little bit with that. I'm sure it's something that we would have looked at half-time during the break. Got a bit of treatment. There he is, far side of your screen, trying to shake it off. Bezakor. There's Andrew out. Just run out of play. Throw into the home side. Huzaifa. Stepping across challenge of Amir Shafiz. So lots of these big diagonal switches of play employed by Geylang International in the first half. Tried to pull the opposition to one side of the pitch before exploiting spaces on the other. Let's see if there's a change of tactics in the second 45. We already see that Iqbal has actually moved in field. Bezakor has taken his position on the left-hand side. Tezuka goes back to Pereira. Here's Huzaifa now. Drifting in field a little bit more. Not quite sure what the idea was behind that pass. I didn't see too much of that in drifting inside, even in that phase of possession. Might have a change with that in the second half. Just seem to have swapped roles here. Naufal has gone out to the left-hand side. Iqbal has moved into Naufal's role. There's Raul Suhaimi. Finds a free man in Gallagher. Neat work by Kobayashi. He's about to find himself in the referee's book here. Tezuka. Bringing up the second yellow card of the match, the first for a Geylang player. He's going off his feet. Welcoming Harris Stewart into the game with that challenge. The referee welcomes him into his book. Just a bit of a delay here as the VAR checks for potential incident of serious foul play with that challenge from Tezuka. The check is complete. No red card awarded. Really didn't look to me like there was too much in that challenge. As Elijah. You can understand the intent behind that pass from Elijah Lim, just undercooked it. Harris Stewart. To Amir. It's quickly closed down by the Geylang defense. Elijah Lim gets the weight of his diagonal ball. Spot on here into Andrew Au. Harris Stewart just looking to meet the cutback. Amir Oladli was there with the block. Corner for the Young Lions. Well, they're the ones now, the away side, looking to make use of these diagonal passes. Huzaifa just getting caught underneath it, misreading the flight of the ball. You see the last touch coming off Amirul Adli. If he stays fit, Amirul Adli, you'd expect him to be playing a lot of football this season for Geylang International. It wasn't necessarily the case when he was at the Lion City Sailors. Some rumours linking him with the move to Malaysia, but here he is. That swung in! Has that crossed the line? It has, it's been given. The referee has pointed to the center circle. It will be checked. The Young Lions players were convinced that it had crossed the line. If this is given, if this is confirmed by the VAR, there was a handball there anyway from Joshua Pereira. That looks to be a goal. And if it isn't, if it hasn't crossed the line, then that is going to be a penalty and a red card. VAR check is ongoing. So those are the things they will actually have to look at. Whether it's crossed the line. If it hasn't, then they will look at the incident. Joshua Pereira with the handball. If they can't award the goal, it is going to be a penalty and a red card. Well, it looks like the goal is going to stand. The check is complete, the goal stands. The Young Lions are 2-1 up at our Tampines Hub. Here's Amir Shafiz. Gets it past Sakuma. There was a challenge in on him. Wants a free kick for it. Referee says nothing doing. Well, Young Lions, just as they did in their first half. Goal 7 minutes in with Harith Kanadi. So another early goal in the second half. And they're on fire here. Elijah Lim tried to thread it through into that run from Harris Stewart. Here's Raul Suhaimi. They're all over Geylang at the moment. Elijah Lim with the effort. Line of purchase behind that strike. An easy save for Hafiz Ahmad. Sakuma, I think, just using his experience to lean across. There's Bezuko. Tezuka. Joshua Pereira. Kobayashi. Rain is coming down hard again at our Tampines Hub. That's Kobayashi, the goal scorer for the Young Lions, giving them that go-ahead goal from the set piece. 7 minutes into the second half. Yamaya plays it into Naufal. And that lead for the Young Lions was short-lived. It's a simple finish for Naufal, but it's a goal he very much deserves for the work he's put in this evening. Gets himself into a good position. But once more, it's Yamaya, Yushi Yamaya, who has been such a threat for Geylang. He does look onside as well, Naufal. Times his run to perfection. Kobayashi is the defender that's playing him on. Intelligent final ball from Yushi Yamaya. Across the face of goal for Naufal Asman to go and attack. But they just haven't come to grips with Yushi Yamaya and his quality off that right-hand side of the Young Lions. It was Yamaya again, the architect, causing all sorts of issues for the Young Lions down that side. Getting to the ball, winning it ahead of Ilhan Noor. Akmal's not happy at all that corner's been given to the young Lions. Coming across here, Akmal comes off him last. Well, he's actually unhappy with his goalkeeper, Hafiz Ahmad. He wanted a bit of help from his goalkeeper to come and claim. I was just being told to calm down by Rio Sakuma. Harit, again with that in-swinging delivery. This time it's dealt with by Geylang's defense. Amirul Adli, Iqbal, Bezakor. Again, looking for Yamaya, who'd made a run on the inside of Ilhan. Harit gets it taken off him cleanly by Joshua Pereira. Geylang back in the ascendancy. Here's Naufal. That's a good challenge put in by Raul Suhaimi. Just to get it away from the penalty area. Look at this challenge from Raul Suhaimi, well timed. Bezakor takes advantage of the space opened up for him by Naufal's run out wide. Back out to Huzaifa. Makes a hash of that effort. Huzaifa again just drifting inside from his left back position. Yamaya. And it's been an absolute nightmare for Ilhan Noor to deal with. Quick give and go with Iqbal. Finds Tezuka. Huzaifa. Straight into the arms of Aizil. Launches one quickly. Amir Shafiz puts the pressure on Amirul Adli. Gets to the ball. Looked like he might have been fouled. The referee again decides just to carry on with the play. Didn't feel like there was enough there to want a free kick to the young Lions, perhaps. Sakuma, no pressure on the ball. Chance to just stride forward with it. Iqbal's giving it away though. Harit. Huzaifa. Tezuka. Joshua Pereira. Yamaya again. Just hugging that touchline. Gives him that space to work with. Harit has to come sliding across the defensive side of the job. Almost a case here for the young Lions at times where Harit has got to try and track back and help out Ilhan Noor, especially in those one-on-one situations. He's always getting beaten by Yushi Yamaya or one of the central midfielders, if it's a Harris Stewart or a Jared Gallagher. Having to shift across to that side of the pitch to help close the gaps. Corner to defend. It's delivered right on the top of Aizil Yazid. Punches it away. Kept in play by Andrew Au. As Ilhan popping up on the right-hand side here. Amir given one to chase. Hafiz quick off his line. Joshua Pereira could be in trouble here. He's given it away. Sakuma's back there to help out. There's a discussion there going on between Akmal and Pereira. Felt he was played into a bit of trouble by his teammate, Joshua Pereira. A change here for Geylang. And it's Shafiq Ghani, the new signing, comes on. There's another look at a bit of confusion there between Joshua Pereira and Akmal. And Amir Shafi is obviously in an offside position, coming back from an offside position, getting involved in the play. Flag going up for that. Shafiq Ghani coming on for Iqbal. Not as lively this evening as he was against Tampines Rovers, and not as effective this evening as he was against Tampines Rovers. Iqbal. Chance for Shafiq Ghani now. He offered a contract after he was released by Hougang. Yamaya goes inside, goes outside, puts in a delicious cross again. Just evading Vincent Bezecourt. Tried his best, get on the end of it. Just too much pace for Ilhan Noor, too much skill for Ilhan Noor to deal with. Fascinating as well, because you would have, if you're Noor Ali, looking at how you were trying to break down the opposition and the kind of player you have on the right. That's now Fallon's a corner here. Touch coming off Raul Suhaimi. Having to set up Yushi Yamaya, one of your foreign signings, one of your key attacking players, up against your own son, playing for the opposition. I'm sure Yamaya would have been given a few insight tips as to the weaknesses as well of Ilhan Noor and what he could use to exploit. It's Tezuka with the delivery. But it's headed in. Rio Sakuma, it looks like, meeting the delivery of Takehiro Tezuka. And Geylang have the lead. Well, Aizil Yazid came for it, didn't get to it. And Rio Sakuma was there, climbing highest. Here he is, gets away from Gallagher, in behind him. Just too strong. He's having his jersey tugged, but he's just too strong for that defense. He wants it too much. Rio Sakuma, that's his first goal for Geylang International, his second season with the club. He's given them the lead. Well, the last time he scored in Singapore football, Rio Sakuma, was on the 8th of November 2020, when he was playing for Albrechts Niigata. Scored a goal in a 4-0 win over Hougang United. He's been away, playing in Cambodia. Back to Geylang last season. Again, another important player that they were able to retain in the squad. He's finally got that goal. Bezecourt. Shafiq to now foul. Flag has gone up for offside. Elijah Lim. Zakil. Was forced into a clearance. It wasn't the best of passes back into him, to be fair. Geylang took that as the opportunity to push on, be even more aggressive in the press. Zaifa. He's done well to win the free kick. Bit of a pause there as the referee thought about it. Decided there was enough. Blow in favour of the home side. And you have the option with the in-swinger from Tezuka here. Or the out-swinger from Bezakor. Zaifa quicker to the second ball. And there was contact there from Andrew Au. Decided against the two players in the wall, just left the one. It's deflected into the path of Yamaya. He's had a very good evening. Only wonders for his confidence. Got it on the score sheet, off the mark in that department. He's got a goal and assist for himself. Could have been his second of the night. Deflects off Andrew Au in the wall. Falls kindly to Yamaya. Just off balance as he struck that. Kobayashi. Ilhan into Harit. Loose pass, easily gathered by Huzaifa. He stuck his head in again. Wins another free kick. Zaifa. Long pass. Taken down well by Shafiq Ghani. Bezakor looking for the return ball from Yamaya. Continue on his run. Force Raul Suhaimi into conceding a corner. Taken again by Tezuka. Another good delivery and the near post, and it's put away by Sakuma again. Amirul Adli with the assist. Excellent quality on the deliveries this evening from Takahiro Tezuka. Ryo Sakuma extending that lead. Completely unmarked. A free run to attack that at the back post. Just ghosting in between those young Lions defenders. Everyone switching off. No one seemingly want to take responsibility for it. Sakuma accepts the invitation. Well, he was tightly marked for the first one. I was having his shirt pulled anyway for the first one. Just too aggressive. Absolutely wanted to go on and meet that delivery from Tezuka with the header. Got his reward out of it. And the second one there, just given all the time in the world to go and run on towards that flick on by Amirul Adli. Picks up an assist for himself. The young Lions have, again, just in the second half, starting to collapse defensively. Shafiq Ghani gets underneath that header. Yamaya's enjoying himself. It does look like they all are at the moment, Geylang International. That confidence draining out from this young Lions side. This time Yamaya takes it past Harris Stewart, no problem at all. Lifted onto the head of Shafiq Ghani. Couldn't quite get over the ball. Amirladli. Bezakor, Huzaifa. That was the play. It threw for Naufal. So Jaime had tracked the run. Huzaifa again picks up the loose ball. The Lions just unable to hang on to it at the moment. A loose touch by Joshua Pereira. Not much of a presence up front for the young Lions. Amir Shafi is looking very isolated. Tezuka, lovely technique. It's easily clipped out to Bezakor. Bezakor, space to whip one in. There's Yamaya. There's an effort on the turn. Ilhan Noor was quick to close down, blocked that shot from Yamaya. Well, 7 goals already conceded for the young Lions in their first 2 matches in the 2023 SPL season. Conceded 103 goals last year. Scored just 34. Losing 24 of their 28 games. It's the 2 wins and the 2 draws. As I mentioned earlier, one of those wins and one of those draws coming against Geylang International. And as it stands, it's looking like that streak of matches without a win away from home is going to be extended to 18. He's got a big job, big task on his hands, Felipe Ao. Must be one of those tough things as well. Being head coach of the young Lions. Having to keep those heads up, having to try and motivate the team week in, week out. Yeah, the challenges that come along with the job. Change being made by the young Lions here. Andrew Ao is replaced by number 42, Hazik Kamarudin, 21-year-old. Noor Ali will be very pleased with the way things have gone. Hazik Kamarudin making his second appearance this season for the young Lions. Made his debut for them against Albrechts Niigata. Went off the bench as well in that one. Played 14 minutes in that game. Elijah Lim. There's Harith Kanadi. Gets it out to Hazik. Decides to have a shot. Why not? There's space in front of him for him to actually take on that effort. It was blocked by Amirul Adli. Hazik, a former youth player with Home United. And then the Lion City Sailors. Harith. And it's delivered deep towards the back post. Easily claimed by Hafiz Ahmad. I was annoyed that his attempts to play it out quickly were disrupted. Yeah, that's quite clearly a foul by Raul Suhaimi. Close to the goalkeeper, not just into him. That's preventing opportunity for that quick transition. Tezuka, coolly done. Just lifted it into Huzaifa. It's a yellow card for Akmal. It's on Fairuz, who's come on for Akil Yazid. There's the arm in the back of the head. Yellow card for that. I don't think he can have too many complaints about that caution. Akmal Azman has confirmation of that booking. The 18-year-old Fairuz Fazli winning that free kick. Also his second appearance of this campaign for the Young Lions. Started the last match against Albrechts Niigata. Made 4 appearances for the Young Lions in his debut SPL season. Well, there's a VAR check ongoing, and the referee is being sent for an on-field review. Potential serious foul play. That's what I'm being told he's going to check for. Go over to the referee's review area. There's another look at it. It's this incident here. Really didn't see anything in that. Not quite sure what VAR has picked out. Was there a swing out from Akmal into the back of the head of Fairuz? Well, the referee looks like he's going to cancel the yellow card. Akmal could potentially be in trouble here. He's going to cancel the yellow card and produce a straight red. Well, he's cancelled the yellow. Instead, he sent him off. Akmal being sent off there. Oh, that is certainly going to be a talking point in this match. He's saying to Joshua Pereira that there was an elbow. Let's have another look at this. You be the judge of it. I mean, I really didn't see an elbow into the back of the head. The team of officials apparently did. That's the decision they've gone with, and Akmal just has to live with that. And Geylang have to survive now for the next 10 minutes or so, depending on what kind of additional time we will have. Free kick to defend. Harris Stewart with the shot. Was leaning back as he hit it. Sending it over the bar. It was first to the second ball here at the top of the box. Wasn't really hit with too much conviction, I have to say. Red card, the first red card of Akmal Azman's young career. Spent some time with the Young Lions in the 2020 campaign. So Balestier Khalsa last season. One of the players brought in by Noor Ali for this season's campaign with the Eagles. A bit of a reshuffle here in that back line. Joshua Pereira can, with his versatility, just drop into central defence. He'll take up that role alongside Sakuma. Amirul Ladli will move to right back. Bezakor will then join Tezuka in central midfield. Naufal Azman and Yushi Yamaya will maintain their positions on the left and right of that midfield four. Lone player up front being Shafiq Ghani. They do have enough of a cushion here at Geylang International. Here's Raul Suhaimi. There is Naufal Azman, who's had a very good game for the home side. Naufal Azman getting himself his first goal in the SPL since the 19th of May 2018, when he scored for the Young Lions in the 2-1 win over Hougang United. He's scored for his previous clubs, Hougang United or Balestier Khalsa in the league. He has now for Geylang International. And he's putting in a good shift as well. Some more defending to do. Oh, Haziq almost caught Sakuma off guard. Amir Shafiz. They're piling on the pressure here, Young Lions, with the advantage of the extra man. And in all of that action, Ryan Praveen has also come on. He's replaced Elijah Lim. Amir Shafiz. It's deflected across the penalty area. Ilhan to Fairuz. There's Gallagher. There you go. Took that touch off Huzaifa. Went all the way across the 6-yard box. Black shirt being really able to react to it, wanting to gamble on that opportunity. Bezakor with the header. No one ahead of him to really head it into. Just Fairuz is involved in that altercation with Akmal Azman that saw Akmal being sent off upon review. Yamaya, Bezakor makes Aizil work. Spilled that save. He'll be grateful there wasn't anyone charging in on the rebound. Bezakor, good technique on the hit, kept it low. Amirul Pereira finds Yamaya, poked away by Harith Kanadi. Gallagher telling on the ball. Gets it taken off him by Shafiq Ghani. Here's Naufal Azman. Tried to find Yamaya. Well, Geylang, even with the 10, looking dangerous. He might just have strayed offside here, Ryan Praveen. The flag does eventually go up, but Hafiz Ahmad was quick off his line, quick to sprint out of his area. He'll take his time in these situations. Here's another look at that run from Ryan Praveen. That's a good defensive line by Geylang International. You can see quite clearly on the replay. Has just drifted offside, but Hafiz Ahmad was quick to react. Kobayashi. Gallagher. Given away by Ryan Praveen. It's Harry Stewart. Well, they want to get something meaningful out of this, the Young Lions. You feel that third goal has to come soon. Should be a decent amount of time added on at the end of this match as well for the reviews that we've had. Well, if you think back to second goal that the Young Lions scored, Kobayashi with the header crossing the line, and Joshua Pereira looking to do his best. Shades of when he went to goal for Geylang last season. Tried to keep it out with his hands. If that wasn't awarded, if that goal wasn't awarded, it would have been a penalty and a red card to Joshua Pereira, and Geylang would then have had to try to claw themselves back level and try to win this game with a disadvantage, having had a player sent off. Flicked on at the near post. Kobayashi back in. It's cleared away by Bezakor. His clearance actually finds Yamaya, who's still got pace to burn. Two players on him. Eventually, Firouz catches up, regains possession for his side. It's going back to when Joshua Pereira could potentially have been sent off had that goal not been awarded. Sure, at that point they would have taken Geylang the disadvantage of a goal, going down 2-1, but still having all 11 players on the pitch. It allowed them to get back level. Not just that, allowed them to go into this lead 4-2. Eventually ended up losing a man while being sent off. Well, at least they've got that cushion now to hang on to. And potentially have given the Young Lions a little bit too much to do now. At the moment, we are looking at a minimum of 7 minutes to be added on at the end of this. Geylang in these moments here, just hanging on to it so well. Playing with a player fewer than the Young Lions are, but the away side are giving them time and space on the ball to just stroke it around to try and manage the game. They're eaten away a few seconds. If they regain possession, here's Yamaya. Great footwork and the effort. Eventually ending off with a simple save for Aizil. Ryan Praveen. Left his leg in there, Joshua Pereira. On Raul Suhaimi. Looks like he's going to be booked as well, Joshua Pereira. That's confirmation of the time added on, a minimum of 7 minutes. A challenge. Joshua Pereira being punished by the referee. Geylang International. About 6 minutes away now from going top of the table. You can see this one out, pick up the 3 points. We'll go top of the standings, at least until the rest of the teams are in action. It's in the air a long time. And Hafiz Ahmad punches no problem. Bezakor with the defensive work rate. such a fantastic player for Geylang International. Vincent Bezeko works so hard. Hafiz again, just taking as long as he possibly can. Slow it down, either way, a few more seconds. Pereira had to get his timing of that challenge spot on. It's just been booked. Slid it well. Here he is, stepping in once again. Bravely goes in for the header. Gallagher wins it. Referee has to stop play now. The young Lions are unhappy with it, but Pereira's gone down with a head injury. Here's another look at it. Both players having to go for that. Joshua Pereira coming off worst in that challenge. Harith Kanadi just playing peacekeeper. Some of his ex-teammates. He won't be happy with the result this evening, Harith Kanadi, but he'll be quite happy with the fact that he's got his name on the score sheet. Opening the scoring in the 7th minute of this match. After he's played in behind Geylang's defense. Beautiful pass played into him by Elijah Lim. Nice shot taking the big deflection of Rio Sakuma. Yushi Omaya then scoring from the spot. The 25th minute. Get Geylang back on level terms. Just another look at that head injury for Joshua Pereira. He actually gets to the ball first with his head. But he heads it into Gallagher. And then I think might have made contact with Gallagher's shoulder on the follow-through. We're all hoping it's nothing too serious by the looks of it. Might be all right to continue. Let's wait for updates on that. Position. We give it back to the young Lions with that drop ball. So Geylang now with just the 9 on the pitch at the moment. Cross swung in by Haziq. Joshua Pereira is good to go. He's back on the pitch. That's great to see. Here's Kobayashi. Raul Suhaimi. There's lots of Geylang shirts in front of him. Very difficult for the young Lions to find any space to try and play through. Just maintaining their compactness now, Geylang International. Going into the closing stages of this match. Amir Shafiz is in a little bit of pain. Be encouraged to get up and get on with it. Chasing this one. Should be a bit more time added on than the minimum of the 7, owing to Pereira's head injury. Over the top for Haziq. Zaifa does enough. It's all a little bit sloppy, all a little bit too scrappy for the young Lions. Really lacking that quality when it's been required. And Geylang haven't really been threatened that much. Going down to 10 men. Been able to pretty much hold firm. I don't remember Hafiz Ahmad having had too much to do from that point on. Past the minimum of the 7 minutes to be played. Geylang International with just the 1 win in the last 5 home matches in all competitions, stretching back to last season. And that win came against the Young Lions, a 3-0 success on the 27th of August. Goals then were scored by Joshua Pereira. Sime Zuzul getting 2 for himself as Yushi Amaya, who gets a yellow card. It's been an eventful evening for him. 22-year-old with a goal, an assist, and a yellow card for his efforts. He has been very entertaining to watch tonight. And that's it. The referee brings an end to proceedings here at our Tampines Hub. Full-time whistle has gone, and it's Geylang International who come away with all 3 points to go top of the SPL standings. Very early days. But a draw against Tampines Rovers in their opening match of the campaign. They've followed it up with a win here against a Young Lions side. They've put in a tough fight. Gave Geylang a bit of a scare, taking an early lead. Geylang International responded, and they responded well to pick up all 3 points and a 4-2 win here at our Tampines Hub. Let's have a look at the highlights then. Again in the 7th minute. This goal from Harith Kanadi, picking up the pass from Elijah Lim on the counter-attack. A lovely ball threaded into the run of Harith Kanadi. Have a look at the shape on that pass from Elijah. Ball threaded into the run of Harith Kanadi. Have a look at the shape on that pass from Elijah Lim. Beautiful play from the Young Lions, a flowing attacking move. Big deflection of Rio Sakuma. It ends up in the back of the net. Takes it away from Hafiz Ahmad. And in towards that top corner. Geylang then would start finding their rhythm in the game. And they would get the equalizer in the 25th minute. They'd be awarded a penalty for this foul from Gallagher on Yushi Amaya. You can see Bezakot gets to it first, but it's the second one here. Yamaya Gallagher with just that kick out, a little bit too late to the ball. Making contact with the foot of Yushi Amaya. Steps up, puts it away for his first goal for his new club. Comfortably done by the 22-year-old Japanese forward. 1-1 in the first half. But soon after the start of the second, 52 minutes in, Jun Kobayashi will get the go-ahead goal for the Young Lions. This one judged to have crossed the line, despite Joshua Pereira's attempts at trying to save that with his hand. I think Geylang will be pretty happy with the fact that the goal was awarded and there was no red card given to Joshua Pereira, because it allowed them to keep the full complement of players on the pitch, which gave them that platform to draw themselves level again. Naufal Azman, who's put in a fantastic shift, deserved the goal. His first goal since May of 2018 when he scored for the Young Lions against Hougang United. Gets his first goal for his new club after, again, some excellent work by Yushi Yamaya. Taking the ball off Ilhan Noor, powering past him, setting him up for a simple finish in the end. Rio Sakuma will then get goal number 3 on 65 minutes. Strong play, aggressive in the air, Rio Sakuma. He's having his jersey tugged there by Gallagher, but still makes the most of that delivery. Put it to a dangerous area. by Tezuka, who would come up with another really good delivery right onto the head of Amirul Adli with the flick on at the near post. And Rio Sakuma would make it 4-2. A simple tap in this time, unmarked, on the freedom of the 6-yard box there. Rio Sakuma, centre back with the number 9 on his back, gets 2 goals for Geylang International, and the 2 goals that would ultimately give them the 3 points. Talking point from this one here, Akmal Azman being given a straight red card after the referee was sent for an on-field review for serious foul play. It was checked by the VAR official. Asked the referee to review it himself, and his indication was that there was some foul play from Akmal. An arm into the back of Fairuz's head, which resulted in the cancellation of that yellow card and the awarding of a straight red instead. Well, by that point, Geylang International had already built up enough of a cushion and held on to pick up all 3 points. As they go over to celebrate with their fans. Well, fans who have been fantastic, have been excellent for them, and they been rewarded with a nice win. 6 goals this evening in the SPL, 3 points for the home side. Have a look at the number of shots and those on target as well. Created several good chances, Geylang International, in this match. A match in which they dominated overall. So then, 5 matches for you in the SPL in match week 1, ending with this 6-goal thriller here at our Tampines Hub, going the way of the home side. Lion City Sailors on Friday kicking things off with that 3-1 win over Tanjung Pagar United, a 1-0 draw in the Eastern Derby. Albrechts Niigata with a win against the Young Lions, and then Hougang United moving up to 3rd spot with their 3 points on match day 1. But this is how the table looks now after Geylang's win. They shoot straight up to 1st place. They played a match more than everyone else, barring the Young Lions. A point ahead of Albrechts Niigata, Lion City Sailors, and Hougang United. Look, there's still a long way to go. Plenty of matches coming up, and this is what we've got for you on match week 2. A big one at Bishan Stadium. Lion City Sailors against Brunei DPMM. The return of Brunei DPMM. 3rd of March, 7:45 p.m. kickoff. Tanjung Pagar United take on Tampines Rovers, also on the 3rd of March at Jurong East Stadium. Balestier Khalsa in action on the 4th of March at Bishan Stadium against the Young Lions, who will be looking to bounce back. And Geylang International against Hougang United here again once more on the 5th of March at our Tampines Hub. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the match this evening. And NCR Geylang International 4, Young Lions 2. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.